Okay, this is take number 4. Hopefully I can get the story out and get it quick. So I'm gonna break down this crazy story for you. It actually takes place where I'm sitting today, and it's just insane. I don't believe anybody's connected, or I don't believe that any of us meet on accident is what I'm trying to say. We are all connected for a reason. We all encounter things in each other for a reason, to teach us a lesson. What do they say? A lesson, a reason, or a season. One of those things. So I am going to say the people's names that are involved. I don't think that they'll care. I'm going to leave out cities and states because I don't want to expose where I live, because I think that that's just dangerous right now. So with all that being said, let's get into the story. So I live in a very small town with less than, I would say, probably 500 people. We don't even have a street light here. We don't get mail to our houses. Like, we live in a tiny little town, not even on a map. Long story short, I was working at a job in my home state, and they asked me, hey, would you mind going to this other location? It's in another state. And I live on the border of 2 states, so I was like, sure, that's fine. And I met with the manager. Her name was Donna. Hey, Donna, if you're watching this. And her and I clicked, and it was just a really good fit. So I ended up staying at that store. And she asked me, she's like, I hope this isn't a burden to you. I hope you're not driving too far. Where are you from? Just like striking up conversation. And I told her where I was from, and she goes, that's weird. My husband's from there. And I was like, that's weird. Like, my town's so small. How is that even possible? So she goes, yeah, his uncle, he grew up going to his uncle's house. This wasn't his house, but it was his uncle's house. She goes, the house is on Main Street. And I was like, that's weird. Like, I live on Main Street. And then she's like, his uncle's house was an old tax office. And I was like, that's my house. That's so weird. And I've always had like a creepy feeling growing up here. I was always afraid to walk up the stairs in the dark. I don't know what it was about the dark, but it always scared me. Even as an adult, it kind of freaks me out. Like, the dark is just, like, when you can't see what's behind you, like, I don't like that feeling. It's uncomfortable for me. So anyway, so she's like, oh my God, that's my husband uncle's old house. How crazy. She goes, do you know what happened there? And I said, no, what happened there? And she said that his great uncle had cancer and unfortunately ended his life because it was uncurable. And I guess he just chose not to go that way. And that is his business. But I can still say that he's still here. And this is where the story gets really crazy, and I can't even believe it. So she goes, my husband, he has a ghost hunting crew. Like, that's what he does, like, when he's not at work. Like, that's, like, his activity, like, his fun little hobby. So she's like, would you mind if we came out and did an investigation? So I was like, no, I would love that. Like, that's the coolest thing. I'm so into all that. So I was like, come, yes, I think that that's awesome. So Donna, Jim, and Nolan, hey guys, they came here and they did their investigation, and it was so weird because for a while during the investigation, nothing was happening. There was no responses. They had a spirit box. There was nothing. There was no EVPs on the recorder. I was taking pictures. And then as we continued the investigation, like, stuff started happening. So Jim, the guy whose uncle it was, Donna's husband, started asking questions to his uncle, like personal questions, like, are you okay? Have you moved on? Things like that, just to find out if he was okay. And they had a flashlight, and it would, like, get bright and dim out to certain questions, like saying yes and no. And what was crazy to me, and how I know it wasn't like a fake, like, you click it on, you click it off kind of a flashlight, was you could see physically the energy coming into the light and going out, coming in and going out. It wasn't like on, off, like a normal light. It was like it would gradually get brighter, and then it would dim out. And then sometimes it would dim out quicker and dim out slower. Like, it wasn't like the same every time. Like, the energy was different every time. It was really weird. But that's not the craziest evidence I have. No. If I can, I will link the picture down below. If I can put it in the video, I will. But this is my first video, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But if I can't, I will link the picture down below, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what you see. I have a picture of him when he was alive, and then I have the picture that I captured in the orb. You see, or what I see and what they saw, is his two eyes, his nose, his what is this called? The lines here, the lip and the hairline. Perfect, clear as day. Like, it's him. You could see it. And that was the most compelling evidence I have ever seen. And so, long story short, they took this footage, this picture, to Gettysburg, where they do a lot of ghost hunts, because Gettysburg is one of the most haunted places in the United States, if you didn't know that. I'm dying to go. I've never been. I really want to go because I love history. I want to learn about the Civil War, but mostly the ghosts. I think that's the coolest thing. So they took it out to a ghost hunt out in Gettysburg, and there was a medium there. I'm not sure her name. If they're watching this video, if you guys could comment down below like what her name was, because I just think that's cool. And the medium told them that that was the most compelling, or one of the most compelling evidence she has ever seen. And that my house, from him doing that, taking his own life here in this garage, created a portal here. And I kind of believe it. I know that that sounds insane. And the reason why I kind of believe it, my father has never experienced anything in here. I haven't, other than that one time when Jim, Nolan, and Donna came and we did the investigation. Other than that, I've never had like a creepy feeling in here. Only in my house, which is weird because that's not where it happened. So strange. But my father, as you can see, he has cars, had one of his detailers in here real late at night working. I'll say his name. I'm sure he doesn't care. His name was Vlad. And he was working down here on the lower level, and upstairs he heard footsteps walking. And this was at 11 o'clock at night, and there was nobody else in here. So he was so afraid he never came back. He told my dad he's never coming back here, and he didn't. And I just will leave the story there. And it's crazy. Like, I can't even believe it. So if you've had a haunted experience, I want to know about it. Tell me about it. Comment me, message me, whatever. I want to know. And make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you want to hear more videos like this. And give me a thumbs up.